Hello guys, welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to take outside control on Nuke as a T in CS2. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get straight into it. So let's begin with the best utility that you can use in order to take outside control the best way possible. Let's start from the cross smokes towards secret. If you want to throw them, one person can throw them single-handedly. He just needs one more smoke for his teammate to drop him. He needs to line himself up with this line of the truck. Then, to throw the first smoke, he needs to throw it aiming at the bottom left corner of this window and jump throw. And for the second smoke, he needs to aim at this dot exactly and then jump throw. Once you combine these two smokes, you have a perfect cross from outside towards secret. If you're not going secret and you're planning to take the entire control of this section of mid, then you can throw these two smokes. The first smoke is a smoke to garish. You have to line yourself up with the gate that says caution, and then you have to move to the right side of it and move slightly towards the left and aim in the middle gate part, and then while you stand here, you aim at the top right of this metal box sticking out of silo, and then just simply left click throw. The second smoke, you need to aim at this yellow line's dark mark on the right, exactly as shown here. Once you're standing here, then you aim at this second pole sticking out of silo, and then left click throw. When you combine these two smokes, you have a perfect smoke towards garish and towards the cross of outside. The only downside is that heaven is a bit visible, so keep an eye out for that. If you're not gonna go towards secret, then you should probably use these smokes only when you're taking main control, or you're doing some sort of fake, or you only want to take this part of outside's control. If you want to throw a good flash, you need to aim at this double gate's right side where the brick is, stand here, and then you have to line yourself up with this exact position. Then you just simply left click throw. This flash blinds CTs from garage, and you can also blind people who are camping in here. That's why whenever you peek after this flash, make sure to clear this corner. Before throwing the flash, your teammates should be positioned behind this box so they don't get blinded. If you want a molly red box, you can position yourself in the middle of these gates and then aim at the top right corner of this building and left click throw. Now let's talk about positioning. Usually if you want to take outside, you need at least 4 players to go towards outside. The other one can usually go towards lobby and check for lurks. So the 4 players in outside need to split up as so. One of you definitely needs to run and jump up towards silo. If you want, you can do it the faster way or you can do it the slower. However, make sure that you are avoiding this corner by itself because you are the only one who can spot it. So that's why instead you should run around it. Ideally you should be crouched so you don't get spotted at all. If garish and the outside main part are smoked, then you can quickly clear this corner and jump down towards the top of main and then prepare for a jump down towards main. If you want to clear this position as well, you can also throw a molly. You can throw it rather here, or you can stand anywhere close to the end of main and then aim exactly as shown here and then left click throw. These mollies force CTs to rather run back towards CT or force themselves to stay in garish. That's why you can simply and safely cross towards main. If you want to drop down towards main and push the CTs, your teammate can stand close to these boxes and then throw a flash right and left clicking and aiming above this gray box. However, make sure that you don't blind your teammates as this flash is very open. When the person is on top of main, he also needs to turn around and look behind so he doesn't get blinded, and then he needs to drop down like so. Now let's talk about the players who are going to the lower part of outside. When they run, they can throw the utility that I showed previously, and then after that they can position themselves behind this box prepared for a flash. After these two smokes, they only need to clear this corner, behind red box, and this left corner. They can micromanage them by quickly clearing this corner first, then clearing this corner. If they want, they can throw the molly towards red box, or instead they can walk up close later and then clear it manually. You can use the flash as I showed previously to quickly and safely peek out and clear this left corner. You should always keep an eye out for secret, as CTs love to go towards vents and go towards secret after, or they can run from outside towards secret if they have a very good spawn for it. Since outside is a very long range position, having an op is also very good. You can hold several positions, for example heaven, then you can check hell, then you can also check CT. Even if you stand here you can check towards the deeper part of CT, and you can also hold garish. Taking outside control in Nuke is very important, because if you do, then CTs need to play way more passive. That means you have more control over the map, and that means you have a higher chance of winning the round. However, usually when CTs lose outside control, they love to push lobby just so they can regain some control back. That's why the 5th player always needs to check flank. The best position for the 5th player is to the left side of this box. That way he can check trophy room, he can also check single door, and he can check this top right corner of hut, and he can just hold the entire position on its own. However, if all of you decide to go towards outside, then one of you still needs to hold flank. That's why you can do several things. One of the plays could be that you can run up and jump up towards here, and then you can hold this position while also checking for this position. However, in my opinion, a better way to play would be to follow your team, and then you can just micromanage the angles as so. You can check garish from time to time, then you could check the top of roof, then you can check back towards lobby, and you just micromanage these corners one by one until you spot an enemy. Or if your team manages to gain the full control of outside, you can just follow them. And since there are more of you outside, that means you can trade each other faster and play the round off faster. You can also take control way faster. Overall, it's a bit better if you also play together. Thank you everyone for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. This was the best way to take outside control on Nuke as a T in CS2. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and comment down in the comments below on what you want us to do next, and I'll see you in the next video.